GCC IPO proceeds plunge 55%, and Egyptian banks limit credit card cash withdrawals. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. The GCC raised $10.1 billion in IPO proceeds through 45 offerings in 2023. It's a 55% drop by value compared to 2022, when issuers raised $22.7 billion through 46 offerings, according to Markaz. The UAE raised the most, with $5.5 billion from 7 offerings. The UAE Central Bank saw its balance sheet rise 30.4% year-on-year to $182.4 billion at the end of November. The CBUAE's balance sheet maintained a steady 21.2% growth rate throughout the first 11 months of 2023. Dubai beats London and New York to become the world's biggest market for $10 million plus homes, according to Knight Frank. Sales of these homes rose to 431 residences in 2023, an increase of 92.4% year-on-year. The value of these sales rose 91% to $7.6 billion. Several Egyptian banks aren't allowing cash withdrawals from credit cards abroad due to the intensifying foreign reserves crisis. Some have totally prohibited using credit cards for cash withdrawals outside Egypt. Others restricted withdrawals to $32 monthly. Egypt's foreign exchange reserves sit at $35.2 billion. China's economy grew at one of its slowest rates in more than 3 decades last year, battered by a crippling property crisis, sluggish consumption, and global turmoil. China's GDP expanded 5.2% to reach $17.6 trillion. Analysts say the government will be pressured to launch more stimulus measures. Asian markets fell further this morning on the confirmation of China's slow economic growth last year. Hong Kong was once again the worst performer as tech giants were heavily sold. There were also deep losses in Shanghai, Sydney, Seoul, Singapore, Taipei, Wellington, Jakarta, and Manila. Wall Street, meanwhile, slumped overnight as the first batch of Q4 earnings and airline struggles coincided with rising anxiety on the speed of the Fed's interest rate cuts. The Dow dropped 0.6% to its lowest close since December 22nd. The S&P 500 lost 0.4% and the Nasdaq fell 0.2%. And Apple has ended Samsung's 12-year run as the top smartphone seller. The International Data Corporation says last year Apple sold 234.6 million units compared with Samsung's 222.6 million. Apple commanded a 20.1% market share ahead of Samsung's 19.4%. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.